shuffles with some cuts. And let's deal out game number 1. Alright, everyone, make your predictions. Let's see how long you could last, and let's have some fun. I don't know why, but every special video, I get a little bit nervous for some reason, even though it's something we've literally done 100+ times. But it happens. So, as we get into this, you know, it wouldn't be 100 special without a giveaway, of course. So I thought of a new way of doing it. So, for our deck giveaway, here's how it works. Comment 700 on this video and you have an automatic entry. And if you'd like bonus entries, go to any other of the 100 specials and comment 700. Also, for this video only, comment which of these 2 decks you would like. The Tally-Ho Orbit in blue, a very solid choice. The Tally-Ho Orbit in red. The Dragon deck in black. And lastly, the Dragon deck in gold. So once again, comment 700 the 2 decks you would like. Personally, I would go for the red orbit and the gold dragon, but honestly, none of these are a bad choice. So best of luck to you, my friend. And let's officially get underway for this one. And we have a decent start with some potential. Double 6s and 3s with kings. Also, if you are new and this is your first video, welcome. Just a little heads up, we play Solitaire here on a 3-card draw rule basis. So for example, 1, 2, 3, we can only play this card, and if we can play this, then the subsequent 2 for a total of 3 moves. You'll catch on. But with all of that being said, my friend, please get yourselves nice and comfy, and let's relax. Excellent. Double kings down early. Let's hope we can build on those quickly. And maybe we can have a great start to this one. Perfect. And we can work with it. Ooh, there we go. So a pink queen would be nice. Triple aces with a black 10. And just to be safe on this first one, let's shuffle these cards a bit us a pink 7, please. Our third play from our hand. And any 7 will do. And we get a 9. 1 king. And 2 kings. And game number 1 gives us 2 fat stacks officially. As we march toward a victory. But we need a pink queen. Alright, there it is. We are stuck with a 4 and a 6. Time to build until we can't no more. 4, 7, 5, 5, 6, 6, and a 4. Now it's tight. 6. Did we do it? Drop the 10, 9, 8, 7, and a queen clinches it. My friend, for our first game of these 700s, we start with a victory and a couple fat stacks. Hopefully a sign of what's to come. Let's stack this up and move on to our first victory shuffle of the 700s. Alright, here we go. All of these spades in order, ace to king, along with all of the clubs. Next, the hearts, followed by the diamonds. Let's see how we do. A little chunky, I will admit. Ooh, so 6 to king paired up. Do we recover? 10, 9, 8. And double aces, so not too bad to start. So for game number 2, let's get into not victory shuffle, casino shuffle. Similar start to last time already. Let's hope for a similar result. Alright, game number 2. just fix this a bit, bring up that 2. And we are on to a strong start to this one. Thank you. I was beginning to get a little bit worried. Okay, so a pink jack or a pink 9 would do us just fine. And I think that is the end to our second game. So all we could do is play that 2. No plays left on the field. Time for our double check. As there's nowhere for that 4, 6, 4, 8, queen, 3, and lastly 2. That's surprising. We move on to our third game of the night and our last game with this deck. Which cards were left unturned in this one? Surprising triple jacks. And we move on to game number 3. Alright, I've been holding it in, but I gotta say it. I know I say it every time, but you make doing this so much fun. And it's just, every night we play cards, it's just so relaxing, fulfilling. And this journey would not be this far without you. So I thank you. I love you. And I'm excited for more. Yeah, it may sound cheesy, but seriously, you make this great. Yeah, I know. I'll leave it at that. I think in other videos I ramble on a lot. All of that is still true. Trust me. Throughout these first 2 games, I've noticed my heart beating a little heavier. I thought, why is my heart beating a little heavier? And I realized it's because I'm happy and I'm really enjoying this. And I hope you get just as much or even a fraction of enjoyment that I get to you. Let's begin game number 3, my friend. Yeah, now I feel a little better. My heart is not pounding as much. The room is a little lighter. And let's just enjoy the rest of our special as we have a nice looking start here for our final game with this deck. Triple 10s, unfortunately. Let's see what we can do. We need some face cards and a pink 5, since those 10s aren't going anywhere for a good while. And our third play black 7 would help out a lot. And just to be safe, since we're going to be fighting on this one, let's get rid of that 3, just in case we get a 4 of clubs. Oh, dang it. But maybe it's a blessing in disguise. That 5. What a jerk. "50-50 chance." Let's go to the left. And there's a 7. 6, 5, 4. Drop a 3 on him. And now we're doing something. Okay, so we need a black king, but this queen is cutting us off now. 4. Dang. Okay, I think we have one more play, but I believe that is it for this one. Nowhere for that queen. Nowhere for that 2. 7. Queen, and lastly 6. So I stand corrected. That is it for our third game. With this deck, we start off with 2 fat stacks and a win. So not too bad. Let's see if there's anything nasty waiting beneath. releases nice and early. I'm also a little more excited because of, in my opinion, I think the 400s, the 200s, and the 600s Spider-Man are a little bit of the dog days of our journey. But now 700s, 800s, 900s have a pretty good ring to them. I think one deck we'll get into pretty soon is the Oppenheimer deck. I think that one's just waiting to burst open. Make an entrance. I just realized 666s. That's not good. Give us a green 5 and a queen, please. Preferably a mean and green one. A lean, mean, green queen machine. But it looks like we may have reached the end of our fourth game relatively early. So, let's do a quick check, as there's nowhere for that 3, 6, 3, 4, and lastly, Jack. Not the bounce back we would like with the new deck, but it's what we got. And you know, we'll come back stronger in the next one. 666s kept us at bay. Let's see if there's anything nasty lurking beneath this one. 555s to the negative stats. And almost another couple triplets. Time for our next casino shuffle to get us into game number 5. Let's play a game real quick. Think of any card in the deck. Let's see if you guess correct. I'm thinking Ace of Clubs. Here we go. Ooh, 6 of Spades. I know a couple of you out there got it. On to game number 5 in about 5 seconds. Appropriate. 545. Oh, I just remembered. So I get quite a few of these now of where I get my decks from. And the best answer is eBay. Because this deck, for example, I bought, I think, 10 years ago, maybe. Probably. And they don't really make new ones all the time. They still have some in production, 555s. What jerks. And a lot of the decks, like this Japan pink deck, it is a nicer deck, and it's just not seen in stores or in many shops online. So eBay would be the best avenue to get any of the decks you see. I'm pretty sure you could probably find 90% of my decks there. There's a link in the description for you. I've added that on every video now because you guys asked enough, as that is our third play right there. Also, if you do go to that link and make a purchase within, I believe, 24 hours, I get, I think, a 2% piece of that purchase, and all of those cents will be headed towards the creation of our very own deck, which I hope to be done around our 1000th episode. And plus, in my opinion, I think everyone should have a deck of cards. Just one. Whenever you have a friend over, things get boring. Eventually. Just kick out a deck of cards, play some blackjack, some scum, poker, or play solitaire next to a friend. I know, some of you out there do that, but just a quick little mention. Anyway, back to the game at hand. We have a fight going on in this one. And we continue. We need a 7. Pretty bad. And I don't think we have it. So unfortunately, I think those triple fives kept us away from another shot in this one. Unless we can get something here, which we just might. Perfect. Fat stack. Number 3 on the night. And now we can place one of our kings. Alright, do we have a comeback in the making? You're probably gonna have to keep count of the fat stack soon. I'm already starting to feel a little bit tired. So I feel like I'm gonna start losing track around maybe game number 10. Okay, so we are, wait a second, lift that over here, we place down our third king, and if we can make a play, which we can't, we would be in a better position, so let's just do it. Alright, nowhere for this 5 or 10. Let's stack up what we can to see where it leads us. 3, 4. Pick up that 4 and drop our king. Give us a 7. I think a green 7. Perfect. Ooh. Okay. Okay, there's no two of diamonds, so the diamonds must stay with the spades. Diamonds and spades. Diamond, spade. And I think that might end it. Yeah, because we can't place this card. Wait a second. I didn't let go of this, did I? I did not. Was this here? Or here? Give me 1 second while I check, because honestly, I don't remember. Dang it. It was right here, but on the bright side. We can make this play, which I just noticed. We refatten our own stack. So to keep us alive, we need a 2, a blue queen, or a blue 8. I mean a green 8. Oh my gosh. Is that officially the end of it? Nowhere for that jack. We can stack up these 2s, but ultimately not a play left to make. It was a close one. We add another fat stack to our totals, but we elude a win by 3 cards, a queen, a 9, and a 2. And you can't tell me that wasn't an exciting game, despite the outcome. Well, we move on to our last game with the dark mode deck. Can we have a win in our 6th game of the night? For that, let's give 6 more shuffles, and we'll deal. Let's do it. That is a promising looking start. Even better, but never mind, I was gonna say double 5s, but that was quickly erased. A blue 6, and not much else is what we need, so not good for our odds. Alright, round 2. Did we get swept? I thought we made a play. That is ridiculous. So we just got swept. Nowhere for that 10, 7, queen, 8, jack, king, and lastly, to see for game number 6. Okay. Obviously, this deck did not have what it takes to guide us tonight. Will there be a negative stat? Let's find out, as we already have a couple contenders. Triple sixes and once again triple jacks on the attack. Well, dark mode deck, I would like to say it's been a pleasure, but you kind of kicked our butts. As we move on to the next. Okay, so on the bright side, we have a green deck. Green correlates with luck. The Slurpee in green. Let's hope for a good one here. Just always one of the favorites with this color scheme. Typically, yellow's a tough color to incorporate well into a deck, but with the way they distribute it throughout the card, I think they're almost perfect. So, quick little peek. As it appears, we have won our last game with this deck, so already good luck inside. Game number 7 at hand. I gotta give an extra shuffle since it was in a winning order. I try making the best random probability through shuffling. They say shuffling a deck of cards 3 times completely randomizes it, and I'm pretty sure I've also heard that it creates an order that's never been done before. I call BS on that, because I think mathematically you would think that, but here's why I argue that. Every person has their tendencies of movement, their patterns. If you shuffle a deck of cards enough, you will then create a consistency. Magicians are known to be able to manipulate a deck of cards to be in any order they please, same as some card dealers out there. So, I don't believe it. I think if I were given like 100 tries, 3 shuffles, each deck you'd find a couple with the same exact order. What do you think of that? Myth or reality? Magic's biggest secrets revealed with the Masked Magician triple tens once again. Green 5, a red 5 and a red jack. Or this is going to be a very quick start. There we are. Double up. I think we have another play at least. If I'm not mistaken, we have a red jack in our future. I don't believe we have a king, so let's move this 10 instead. And yet another 6. And watch us get a king now. Almost the 8 we needed. Well, duh, there's only one other color. correct. And 1 victory. I didn't even leave a victory prediction. I just think if we get the fat stacks, we'll inevitably get the wins. Get out of here. Another king, queen, and another darn 10. Fat stack number 4. Thank you. And fat stack number 5 momentarily. Yep. Alright, so we are a quarter of the way to my prediction of 20. And we are about a quarter through of our night. We have 10 decks, 30 games. We are on our 7th game. 7 times 4 is 28. So there's a chance. Alright. It doesn't matter yet. Or does it? You know what? We have our fat stacks. Let's go for it. 3, 4. Get rid of that king. Flip that 5. Okay, you know what? I'm not 100% because we're still missing the 3 of clubs. But there is a pretty good chance in front of us here. Okay, let's think. No 3 of clubs. We need to move this 7. We don't have a red 8. And that makes a difference. All 4 kings are down. We have a red 7 right there. And we need, oh, this sucks. We need to move the hearts. So 5, we need the 5 of diamonds back. So let's go like this. What else do we need? So put that there. 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7. Right? No. We can't do that. 8, 8, 9. Oh, thank goodness. If we would have done that, it would have been over. 9, 10, 3. My friend, what a comeback. We have just won our 2nd game of the night. And we earned that one. Let's stack it up and move on to our next victory. Shuffle. 5 fat stacks in. 1 more victory to our totals. I'm telling you, this deck has some great luck. chunky, but let's see. Ooh, so 6 to king. Do we recover? We have some pairs, but not bad. On to our 8th game of the night. Game number 8. Let's see how we do. Do you know we haven't done in a while? We haven't done a countdown during a deal. So let's do that in our next game for a little bit of a change up. By the way, how are you feeling so far? I hope you're asleep, honestly. If not, keep sticking in there. Let's see how far you could get. Is it just me? Or does anyone else do this? So when I'm going to sleep, I put on my YouTube videos, and I have a preference for, let's say, a half-hour video, or like a 3-hour video. And whenever it's a 3-hour video, I just get extra happy, because I know I could come back, rewatch it a couple times, and rewatch it enough to where it's kind of like a new video after a point. That was one of the intentions with our first special, the 100th special. And then I thought it would be cool to do an hour for each special, so 100 would be an outlier at 3. And then the 200th would be 2 hours, the 300th would be 3, 400th 4, 500th 5. But then I realized that would be a lot of specials, and I don't think my computer could handle it. That's why I had to stop at 4 hours, because my computer couldn't handle it. Since these videos are 4K, it would not render. It would pretty much break my computer, and it wouldn't fit in our schedule of uploading a video for 500 straight days, which we completed recently. That was a fun little challenge and benchmark for the channel. So I think we're sticking with the 3-hour specials, and I like it better, honestly. We will wait. You know what? Let's go for it. No, let's not. Fat stack number 6. Our 4th king. almost fat stack. But even better, we inch closer to a victory. Let's see if we have what it takes. Uh-oh. So it doesn't look like it at the moment, as there's nowhere for that 9, somewhere for that 4. And we go again. 9, 2, 3, 4, Queen, Jack. That is our third play, so we must wait. Oh, this is gonna be tight. I like it when this happens, but it sucks when it doesn't go our way. 9, 10, and ace. Nowhere for that 7, and nowhere for that 5. Can we keep ourselves alive and thrive? Alright. Issue time. We only have one black 5, which is occupied by this 4 of diamonds. We cannot play that 7, and we cannot play that 5. We need the 6 of hearts and the 5 of spades to be down, so we just perfectly avoid a victory. A very good game. 6 fat stacks. That's all we could do left. Nowhere for that 7. Alright, we'll take it though. 6 fat stacks, 2 wins. Final game with our Slurpee deck coming up. Double sixes. Game number 9. I won't do 9 shuffles, don't worry. I just remembered too. Another exciting thing we are doing soon is our next Ape and Friends deck. Probably with around a couple weeks, we will start that and create our 7th one of those. That's so fun to do. I have them right in front of me, so every time we do a video, I could see them on this little shelf here. And I see the blue first one, the red second, black third, green fourth, blue fifth, and pink sixth. What color is next? Wait to find out. Final shuffle. Game number 9. And I bet you I probably shuffled 9 times there. So far, a of our special. Alright, round two. Not many possibilities on the field, but we gotta work on it. Red 10, or now a 10 in general. We'll take that, and we will take that. Red 4, red 5. We're still alive. Alright, so we eliminated our 777 situation. We receive our third ace, but we still search for a king. And there is a king. Dang it, dang it, dang it. We can play this, but it doesn't make much of a difference yet. And I think that might be it for this one, as there's nowhere for that 3, somewhere for that jack, and 9. Okay. Nowhere for that 4. And now we reach the end, my friend. Nowhere for that 3. Nowhere for that 7, and nowhere for that king. All we could do is play this too. So, triple jacks, the triplet trend continues, and it continues to bite us in the butt. On to our next deck and our 10th game of the night. Let's see what waits beneath this time. Just narrowly avoiding a triplet. That was the bicycle Slurpee deck in green. And we move on to another green ally in the Italia Segreta deck. Segreta means secret, and this deck is made by one of my newer favorite makers, Third Way Industries. Let's open it up and see what we have to work with here. Okay, our jokers, and let's put these back in their box with a nice little reflective golden trimmer, I suppose. Right, let's take a peek. And in our peek, it would appear that we have won our most recent game with this one as well. So it looks like the green decks are providing the luck. Game 10. Here we come. I already forget how many fat stacks, but I know we've won 2 games. Let's give some side cuts. Let's do one more riffle shuffle. Welcome back, my friend. How are you doing today? I know some of you have fallen asleep and are back for a second go at it, maybe even third or fourth. So how's your day been since last time? I hope well, of course. And for those of you still on your first go, get to sleep. You gotta do stuff tomorrow. If not, just keep enjoying, my friend. An ace to start. And our 10th game looks to have some potential. Alright, so we need some number cards. And if you're wondering, these cards have, I believe, Italian words on them. I'm not going to take the time to go through that because that would take probably an entire video. Or like half an hour, I suppose. But I'll show you one. Sound good? Castello Aragonese di Ichia Campagna. It's kind of hard to whisper in an accent, but you get the point. Ooh, you know what? Oh, that doesn't matter. Actually, I think that was our third play. So we must wait for that queen to our right, but on the bright side, we are clearing up some mess. But those pesky triplets are rearing their pesky, resilient heads once again. Well, well, well. Let's wait for that 3. 5. Ace. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 4. Another 5, but we do have another 6. And I believe that's our third play. Three. And we wait. Queen. Nowhere for that 3. Somewhere for that jack. Can we add a fat stack? Yes, we can. Now, I'm not certain, but I think this might be our 7th. Because I feel like if we had our 7th before, I would have mentioned it. So I'll say that's our 7th fat stack so far on the night. So nowhere for that 3, 3, or 6. Let's give ourselves the best chance here. So hold off on that 3 and play that one. And no matter what, we're gonna have to play this one. So 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, change things. Or it might not. But here we go. Nowhere for that 3. Nowhere for that 10. And nowhere for that 6. We don't have another black 7. Can we bring back a 4, 5, 6? Oh, that's tough. So once again, my friend, nowhere for that 3 or 10. It came down to 7 cards. Let's see what they were. Wow. At least we added a fat stack. That game felt funky all throughout, I have to admit. Double 7s. Alright, time for another casino shuffle. So let's do a little pick a card and see if we're correct. I guess. Let's think. What card is coming to mind? Close your eyes and the answer you'll find. Pick 1, 2, 3, 4 of a kind. Stop and unwind. And here is your card. 4 of hearts. 7 of hearts. Dang it. By the way, I was just making that up. I don't know tarot or anything, in case you're wondering. Game number 11. Alright, here we go. Double aces gives us some wiggle room. Double jacks gives us some room to grow. Triple aces, more wiggle room. But of course, the only 2 on the field for the only ace not present. Well, that changes it. this might be a quick one. Dang it. I think it makes more sense to go for this one. Well, we are in a better spot. At least appears so. But no building there will surely come to bite us if we can't change that. And I think that will be exactly the case, as there's nowhere for that queen. Second queen. 10. 6. And lastly 8. We can play that 4, and we can play that 5. But beyond that, nothing. Alright. Looks like we move on to our 12th game of the night. A quick 11th. It only begs the question, what is left unturned? And can we come back in the next one? Nothing too bad. Alright, after this game, we will officially be 40% through with our special. Or a better way of looking at it, we have 60% to come. And we have a nice refresher deck after this one to change things up just a bit. I guess refresher is an interesting word choice. Let's just say there's a good contrast between this deck and the next. And then we're just kicking it up a notch and staying there. Let's give some side cuts. One more riffle. And let's give a proper countdown on this one, my friend. That. Let me know if you noticed that. Kinda cool. What are the odds? 1 in 13 times, or to the second power, I believe. So 13 times 13 are the chances of that happening. 143 to 1. That's wrong. That is definitely wrong. I can't math right now. Anyway. Game 12. Come on, give us something to celebrate. leads to another 2 anyway. But still, I hate that feeling. No way. Well, my friend, that is a very abrupt ending with this deck. Nowhere for that king. Nowhere for that second king. 6, 9, 4, 5, 9 once again, and 9 for the third time. There still has to be something nasty underneath. So let's check it out. Yeah. Just double checking in case we had a red 6, but it was a black one. Triple 7s for this one. Yeah, that wasn't right. And a lot of doubles. Well, that's added to the negative stats. This deck could have done a little better. But that's why we have 10 in this one. So let's put this away. Clear up the field and move on to our next game of the night. Lucky or unlucky, number 13. Carnival Dos Redix Edition. So we were in a bit of a cheery colored segment, I suppose, and now a little bit of a darker turn, in a sense. So Joker's back in their box. Take a quick peek. This one is actually very interesting. Simple, but different. I enjoy it. On to our next game. Let's do 2 more shuffles. And let's go into game number 13. Honestly, I think 13 is a lucky number. We could work with it. Drop that 9. Move over the king with a queen. Alright. Let's see what we've got in this one. A black queen already proves to have value, as we just went through a decent chunk of face cards. And there is our black queen. And that card, I believe, will be the difference maker in this one. Drop that jack, move this 10. Drop that 5, 4, 3, 2 combo. is 3. It's either that or a red 8. Black 5, wishful thinking. But there is our red 8. Add a 7. And I believe that is our 8th fat stack of the night, at least. All right. Okay, I think we might be in a tough spot right here. Okay, here we go. Nowhere for that jack. There is somewhere for this king, but beyond that, we are missing a little bit of what we need. There's the 8, and now we are stuck with a jack and a 6. We can build a little bit, but no more than that because we need the 3 of clubs. Unfortunately, we could drop this 2, 3, and 4, but so close, so dang close. So we know a couple cards unturned in this one. At least we've added a fat stack to our tallies. There's 1. And there's the second red 7 we needed. On to game number 14 with a casino shuffle. I don't know why, but I really enjoy the X's over the I's for this deck. And the art design behind each regular card, and I guess even in the face cards, is still nice to look at as well. There's potential. That is for sure. those 50-50 decisions have not been working in our favor too well so far. So we reach our 15th game of the night coming up. Almost at the halfway marker. And once again, double sevens, this time black, cost us the game. Let's go. Let's do a nice little shuffle break. 15 total. We've already done 2. Alright, 15 shuffles in. Is that what we need? Oh no. That is almost as tough as you can get it. Luckily, we have one ace to help out. But triple twos to start, and triplets continue to be the theme of the night. Triplets and fat stacks, I suppose. And we need to play this 10. And that 7. But 10. Well, we got that 7. Ooh, yeah, that's better for the moment. I do think we have the cards in our hand to lead us to victory. So that is a very good sign. let's do this since it doesn't matter too much at the moment. Our third play, once again. 8, 7, a 9. There's the queen. There's the jack. And I believe our 10th fat stack. Alright, halfway through. And we're halfway to the goal. And for now, there is nowhere. Oh, wait a second. Wait a darn second. Jump that over there. Drop the 5. I think we might have got it. Let's stack it up. 4, a 6, and my friend, we have just won our third game of the night, unless I forgot one, but still not too bad. At this pace, we will end with 6 victories. 7 sounds better. And 20 fat stacks. If that happens, either one of those, that is insane. Honestly, I'd be happy with 17 fat stacks. Just because it's a 7. Alright. On to our victory shuffle as the Carnival Dose deck has dosed us up a win. All of the spades, ace to king, with all of the clubs, hearts, with the diamonds. That felt good. Alright, all of the red cards, ace to king. Let's get another look on that. Perfect. Did we finish it with the black cards? Oh, a little hiccup. And a little recovery. Let's see if we can pair up all of the kings, queens, and aces. Here we go. All 4 kings, all 4 queens, and jacks. Show us the aces, and we just miss. But a pretty good victory shuffle. Our best of the night. Great game to wrap up the Carnival Dose deck. And now on to our next. Cyberpunk Cybernetic. I love this type of deck. We've had, I just think, the Cyber City one in one of our earliest specials. Just instantly, after seeing this deck, it's just a favorite. I can't say enough good things about it. I love purple, obviously, and this deck gives a little bit of a similar feel than the dark mode deck, but a little more I guess, poppy in a sense. I think you get it. Absolutely love this one. Game number 16 coming up. Let's give it one more cut and begin. That's a tough one. The good thing is, we do have spacing for compound plays, but it doesn't look too bright since we're relying on a couple key cards to get that moving for us. And that is one of those key cards. Alright, better. Well, lots of repeats throughout the beginning of this one. Thankfully, we're still going at least another round. Let's add up those fat stacks. And hopefully a few more wins as we have another 9 on the field. And I see some good luck coming our way next time through. Alright, not what I was expecting. That is what I was expecting. Isn't the color just so nice and soft, yet vibrant? I enjoy vibrancy with a very light tone. I don't like to be assaulted with colors, so this one's right up there as one of the favorites to just kind of have your eyes half awake type of deal. Let's get rid of this king from his throne, place him to another. Interesting. So lots of plays, but still not leading too much. And unfortunately, I think that's it. So nowhere for that 5. We have been teased by those 5s in our hand so much. Double king, 3, 6, and queen. Dang it. Well, what stings a little more, I'm pretty sure we had some 8s in our hand that could have been useful. But we move on to the next. Not our game, apparently. Anything nasty beneath. shuffle. Next time, we'll guess another card together. 17 again. I think since it has a 7 in it, we should do just fine. I'm starting to feel a little bit like a broken record with that, but I don't think optimism can ever be a broken record. Actually, I'm wrong. That is, you know what I mean. Let's just always have a positive outlook, unless we're assaulted by some triplets, which looks like we might. But even then, we've come back from worse. Double sixes and fours. 17, what do you got? Oh no. No, no, no. We just had a perfect game against us. Not a single play made on the field. Not a single play from our hand. Nowhere for that king. Nowhere for that queen. Nowhere for that 2. Nowhere for that jack. 10. 7. 8. And lastly 2. We just got assaulted right now. That is messed up. Alright. That wasn't on the checklist tonight. What's the nastiness? You know there's something. Okay, so triple tens, triple sevens, triple aces. Do we hear anything else? I think that's it. And what's extra remarkable about that is in our game, we didn't have many overlapping cards besides on the field. Like from our draw, it was pretty random. That was bad. So quickly, we move on to our final game with this deck. Is there any magic inside, or is it just deceptively alluring us with its gaze? Let's do 2 more shuffles. And you know what? Just to give a little chance, a better chance to those of you participating in the 700 giveaway, we're going to add an additional entry worth triple points. Yes, you heard that correctly. A triplet, because apparently 700 in, or down below I should say. But for the triple points, comment after 700 just a random noun, like 700 pigs, 700 biscuits, 700 crackers. You get the idea. 700 wins. Anything. And that is a lot of pink. Let's begin. This can't happen twice. This cannot be happening. Thank you. We do not want a negative first to happen. But on that note, I think we're done. So let's do a thorough check. As there's nowhere for that 8, nowhere for that 4, nowhere for that king. 2, 6, 3, king, and lastly 7. That is brutal. Absolutely brutal. You know what? Throw down some shame for the cybernetic deck. If you wouldn't mind, it would make me smile going through the comments later. Alright, let's see if there are any more negative stats to add in this one. As we have triple tens, triple nines, and the killer queens, triple queens. Damn it. That was quick. Alright, cybernetic deck. You drop the bomb. Time to move on to our next with a better hope. And our next one will be an absolute treat. The Tally-Ho flower deck. Now this one, get ready if you haven't seen it yet. Pack design, cool jokers. And you can tell by looking at the cards already that they're gonna be good. Ooh, triple queens in a row. That's not a good sign. But you get the gist of this one. It is a delight. I think for this special, I chose a lot of the decks I really enjoy that have yet to be featured in one of our 100 specials. So I hope you're enjoying the assortment tonight. And it's cool knowing that after our video, some of you went out and got this deck. It's a great deck. The only con about it is the durability, but everything else makes up for that good price. Very good design. And everything else is just fine. Game number 19 at hand. Alright, let's begin. Let's just ignore what's going on the field and focus on our hand. because this is just ridiculous at this point. It's like it's trying to be mean. Do we even have a fat stack in this half yet? I don't think so. So our tempo has dropped drastically. Yikes. No way did that just happen to us. That is so stupid. Alright, that's the end of our 19th game, but watch this. Nowhere for that 10. Nowhere for that jack. Nowhere for that jack. Triple jacks in our hand. Nowhere for that queen. Nowhere for that queen. Triple queens in our hand. And triple kings in our hand. That is poisonous. And that is it for the triplets, so no chance at all in this one. If the last one was brutal, this one was a massacre. Just goes to show the pretty ones will hurt you, no matter what they are, unless we can find the exception tonight. Triple fours. Triple fives, triple sixes, a darn quadruple set of fours. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not even a massacre. What's worse than a massacre? I was gonna say genocide, but we still have all of our decks here. Purge doesn't quite fit it. Oh yeah, my bad. Casino Shuffle. How would you describe this back-to-back set? And while we wash away our luck, let's take a guess at a card to be pulled. I'm going 7 of clubs. Ten of diamonds. Game number 20. Don't you dare. Well, that's a lot of purple. And our third play. our third play once again. Triple aces. Let's just get it out of the way. And once again, our third play, so that 8 must wait. Can we come back to it is the question. Ooh, that is a tough spot for that king. This jack. Drop our 8. Oh, brain fart, obviously. And we add our first fat stack of the second half. Number 11. And we are stuck with double tens, I believe. No, a 7, 10, and an 8. 2, 3. Another darn 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. No 4 of diamonds. 6, 6, 5. Oh my gosh, you had to hit us with the double kings. No 7 of clubs. No 4 playable for the purples. And it's just been one of those nights so far. Lots of good, but an extended duration of stinky. 11 cards left. Let's see what they were. Just some doubles. Come on, purple flower tally-ho deck. Reel it in for us in game number 21. I don't even know what to do at this point. Typically, I like to change up the way that we shuffle the cards, but it seems like it won't do much. So let's just get into it. Maybe a countdown will help. No. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll take it. Double aces. Triple That's more like it. That's the triplet we'd like to see early on. And once again, you know what? Screw that 3. Okay. It's a little better, but not by much. Another 6. That's our 3rd play. And at this point, we are going to be extra aggressive with this one. So only one chance at a fat stack at the moment. No, 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 no. Those darn 6s. Alright, my friend, that is it with this deck. Nowhere for that 8, nowhere for that jack, nowhere for that 10, and nowhere for that king. You can't make this up. It's truly remarkable how bad our luck has been. In this middle section, we have seemingly just bulldozed through 2 decks. We even had a negative perfect game against us. And we move on to our next. The Talio flower. A little disappointing in this outing. And I think what's interesting, it's either this one or the other Talio that had one of our best nights ever. So, on to the Solo Kid Lunar Classic. This one might be a little much, but I think it is very fitting for our journey in this one. So let's shuffle it up and move on to game number 22. cards. And another jack. So interesting start to this one. I guess we'll have triple fives for a moment. Nothing we can't handle. Triple aces now. Not too shabby. And I believe our third play, so good for us, plays down a king, another 6, but let's go with this card right here. So we free up a spot for a red king to do his thing. Seven. And we are one red king away from a fat stack. Come on, let's get number 12. And we have a red king. Let's be selective. Alright, and we have to play that 2, move that king. Fat stack number 12 in the making. And let's see if we can do anything else in this one, as there's nowhere for that 4. Nowhere for that 6, nowhere for that queen, and nowhere for that 7. Can't move that 2. All we could do is do the 2, 3 combo. That 3 is locked up. Same with that 4. Not a bad game. Still a bit short, but we add another fat stack. The right side of the field seemingly untouched. And another point worth noting, our fat stack was untouched as well, which is another odd occurrence. So maybe we're through the rough of it, as there's nothing too special there. Let's try a different thing. Let's do an upside down casino shuffle with we'll flip it halfway through. Just see how the cards truly randomize this way. Now time for a flip. Game number 23 at hand. I feel like that's a lucky number for one of you out there. I know that number holds a place close to me. And if it does for you, what does 23 mean to you? Anyway, I picked this deck, just kind of jumping off of that train, because it's one of those rare decks where it seems like it would be tough, but it's actually not too bad. No play to start besides this 8. And we are already into another war of a game. Can we come out on top? It's been so many rough games in a row that just pretty much the law of average should come and play, giving us a better chance than you'd believe. So let's find out. Actually, we'll wait for that play. Just trust me. Lovely. Okay, so we need a red 6, a red 5. Still have to wait on that. We need to play the king for that queen. And if we can hold off just a bit, which we cannot, it might make a difference. So another 3 on the field. We must play our ace. And hopefully we can come back to that king to place him down. Red 5, no, black 4. There's the black 4 for that 3. Another ace and another queen. Oh no, a little premature there, but that will do. Third play from our hand. Did not want to see you. I think, oh wait a second. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Nowhere for that jack. Nowhere for that 3. Nowhere for that 7 or 7. Can we catch a break at all? Nowhere for that jack. Place down that 3. Nowhere for that 5. And that is it for this one. Jack, queen, and a 7 with nowhere to go. And I don't even know what to say at this point. Every pitfall there is, we're just going in face first. This side of the field, once again, lacking some action. What is underneath this mess? It has to be something nasty. Triple 2s. Triple 6s added to the negative stats. And we move on to game number 24. Let's try using our non-dominant hand to do this. What do I even do? How the heck do I do this? Okay. So hold it sideways. Oh, that's so funky. I didn't think I'd be that bad at that. What about this? start from 24. The battle continue. A blue queen would be nice. And let's give a crack at it. There's a 10. There's a 3. An ace. 2. Jack. 2. 2. We're moving. We have to go this far, just in case we can get to a blue king like that. Rate. That jack needs to get his butt out of the way. And we lose an opportunity at a fat stack, but increase our chances of winning. Why that jack? Some of you may be asking. 1. It is a large stack that we must break into with the hopes of plays. And it just kind of strategically helps us more than it would hurt us without knowing the outcome. And 2, because I didn't really notice that jack until after I picked it up. But it looks to have worked out for us at the moment. Give it a second. Okay, so we have to play that 3, move that 4. Oh, we have to bring this 3 back to give ourselves a fat stack. So our third fat stack of the second half. Can we keep ourselves alive? Another 2. 9. 8. Somewhere for that king. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Another 3. 7 and an ace. Wisdom deck. This deck, the box may look a little bland, but the cards are surprisingly pleasant. Slight little reflectiveness on the back, great handling, and a pleasant design with a bolder font and slight variation to the traditional art style. I enjoy it, so let's get into our next 3 games with our second to last deck of our special. So crazy. Now it's finally coming back. The energy, the happiness after that relief of a victory. It's just all smiles right now. How are you doing right now, by the way? Kudos to you if you're still up on your first try watching this. And if this is your second or beyond that, glad to have you back, almost to the finish line. Let's give this deck just one more shuffle, followed by a couple cuts. And let's begin. Game number 25. Let's do this. Alright, let's hope for a red 3. Let's still hope for a red 3, a red 5, maybe a gold leader. You know what? Lots of black cards, but that is not an issue. Decent spacing. We continue with our triplet trend. Only momentarily. Lastly, our queen for our third play from our hand. You see, that's what's supposed to happen when you have an 8, 6, and a 4, 7, 5 to fill in the gap. And still some work to do. Let's just get that 2 out of here. We receive our red jack, a black 10, as well as a red 10, and another black 8. You know what? Let's take a little bit of a tiny risk and go with that pile instead. There we go, and I just realized what I did. Oh, wow. You know what? Let's just keep it moving. I know we have that play, but just in case, there it is. Another fat stack. Now I have absolutely no idea where we are at with those. So it is up to you, my friend. Another queen. Play that 6. And then play our third card, our jack. once again, our third play, jump over that queen on the king. Not a bad little flurry, but we still lack a bit, as there's nowhere for that 10, 5, or 6. Can we build? It appears not. 3, 3, 4. Only if we had an ace of clubs. A good game to start with this deck. And we move on to our next one. We did add a fat stack. That is the silver lining. But an untouched fat stack once again. Let's go with another casino shuffle. Alright, last time of the night. Let's guess that card. I'm thinking Queen of Hearts. I think it's right there, but I'm not going to be picky. So that card will always be a mystery. Here we go. What'd you pick? 5 of Hearts. Game number 26 is now at hand. You see, why can't we have starts like that consistently? It's not great, it's just, it shows potential and shows a free spot for a king early, most likely. Let's go for it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired, but for some reason, I really had a craving for a cold cut sandwich. There's this deli in my town, about, I think, maybe 5 years ago. A sandwich from there cost like $13 for maybe that much. And with all of the happenings in the world, third play by the way, I wonder how much that price has risen, and it was a damn fine sandwich. Nice ratio of fixins to meat. It had a little bit of tartness, like some pickles, some onions, some wax peppers. Quality soft cheese, and I am not a cheese person. through and through, and triple fours. I was not expecting that. 6, 3, 10, and 4. With double kings, double aces. So the only cards not negative are a 9 and 7. That's bananas. Game 27 coming up, my friend. Only 3 games left after this one. And that is our 700th special. That's so crazy to think of, too. To go back about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. In our first special, it was about 3 hours. Our second special, about 2. Third, about 3. Fourth, about 4. 500 and 600, 3 apiece. So, that is a mean of 3 hours over 6 100 specials. And now including this one, that will have been 21 hours of Solitaire in just 7 videos. That is so insane. In a sense, to me, I think it's just awesome and very cool. No one else on YouTube has the stats that we do, and that's what I think is so cool. Alright. Game number 27 at hand. Let's add something to our tallies before the final deck hits the field. Decent spread so far. Very decent. And you know what? That is an amazing spread. Drop the 9, jump the 6, move the king, and put on top the queen. A jack on the queen. Another jack to follow. Another king as well. Ooh, triple jacks. Momentarily. I think we have a good shot here. This one ain't for you. Another queen. Move the jack on top. Yes. No. Red 8, please. If you wouldn't mind. Be so kind. Triple 9s. And this one might be starting to get out of reach. Unless these 8s have anything to say about that. Alright. It looks different. Drop the 4. There's still a chance. aces and 2 2s. 3 2s maybe. Fat stack. Ooh, that might be it. Alright, my friend, I think that is it with this deck, as there's nowhere for that 10, 7, or 7. 6 cards, in the end, keep us at bay. Not a single play left to make without the 2 red aces. But what a game. And once again, another fat stack left in its entirety. It's all down to our butterfly deck. Double 2s, double aces, an 8, and a jack. Well, well, well. Game number 28, 29, and 30 coming up. Honestly, I don't want this one to end, as tired as I am. I wish I could go grab like 5 more decks and keep going. But for now, the butterfly is the final contender of the night. Very similar to the flower, but maybe even more lucky than the last. Back in the box they go. Final set of the night. Quick little peek. Gotta love that. So satisfying. And just the blue in the back. Anyway, my friend, as we get into our final 3 games of the night, one more time, this has been fun. You make this journey so rewarding. Something to look forward to every night on my end. And we would not be at this ridiculous number without you. And I love you all. Just want you to know that once again. And I mean it. Even though we don't know each other face to face, it doesn't matter. It's just a kind of connection type of thing that just creates that bond. And I'm glad we have it. So game number 28 is at hand. I always enjoyed seeing this. Oh wait, let me give it one more, a better one. I always like that type of shuffle. Anyway, let's give it a couple more cuts with one more riffle. And let's get into game number 28. Final time of the night. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. of the night. I think out of all four aces, it has showed up by far the most through each game, and it always leads the pack, where the rest shall follow. It wouldn't be. How else would we have it at this point? Triple queens on the field. It's only fitting, really, as we come down to the final few games here tonight. And it looks like we have ourselves a bunch of repeat cards. And that's the end of game number 28. As quick as it started, it was done. Double fives, a 10, 4, queen, and a 2, with nothing left to do. Triple aces, can't help much. Quite a few cards left unturned. Let's find out the such. 3. Do we have any repeat offenders here? Triple threes. And anything else? Surprisingly, I think that's it. Alright, last casino shuffle of the night, and let's make it a good one. Let's see. Go. And close enough. Second to last game of the night. Let's just enjoy these final two, my friend. No matter the results, it's been a fun one. Do you know what I think? It's been making some of these games seem a little tough. Besides the abundance of triplets and doubles on the field, is that we can't play these two cards early, and if we do, we can't play a face card in its place. Like, what are we gonna do with this? End up with triple sevens. Always such a fascinating game, seeing how one night can be so much And it's not looking good here. Unless we get a white 3. I'm telling you, this card, the MVP of the night. It's gonna be a slow bleed, isn't it? And there it is. Scratch that. We still have one more play. Six, 5, and an ace. And I think that is all we can do in this game. So let's give it a thorough check. As there's nowhere for that 2. Nowhere for that king. Queen. King once again. And for a third time, I did not even notice that. And we move on to our final game. We could not make a single play from a card on the field in order. What's the nastiness this time? Triple 3s once again. And triple jacks once again. Tonight they have been out and wild. Surprisingly, double 7s have came up quite a bit as well. And time for our final game of the night. Let's hope we end it like we started it. I'm gonna shuffle this deck 30. No. Let's go 7. That's our third shuffle. Our fourth shuffle. Come on, don't be difficult. Fifth shuffle. Sixth. And 7th, followed by 7 side shuffles. And then lastly, just some regular cuts. This deck is as shuffled as it can be. I kind of wonder how many times it would take. Let's say you shuffle a deck of cards 10 times. How many times it would take for you to reshuffle the deck in perfect order? And so it begins, the final game of the night, with a familiar start to it, and it's just all smiles at this point, just laughing at the coincidences that continue to happen concerning. And don't tell me we ran into a wall. My friend, unfortunately, we could not match the amazing start throughout our night. One final time, nowhere for that king, nowhere for that 3, queen, 5, or jack, just perfectly avoiding the queen we need and the jack to follow. Well, let's clean it up and say our good night, my friend. Such an interesting special, a great one, with some not so great moments in between, but you know what? I wouldn't change a single thing. Final flip of the night. Show us what was there. Triple 4s. Don't you dare do it again. I think this is the second time, but quadruple 4s. Wow. That is it for our games, my friend. That was the 700th special. A truly fun one. Just 300 more episodes, or at this case 299, until the grand finale. Yeah, just thinking about that now just gets me excited, but for now, we must all get some rest. So please, have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night. Many, many sweet dreams, my friend. It was fun. I'll see you in the next one. But for now,